I am live. I'm pretty sure. Let me just check my Twitch. It's hard to tell sometimes. Da 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 da. I'm not live on Twitch. That's awkward. Am I live on YouTube? Am I live anywhere? Check my Twitch. Okay, I'm live on YouTube. I'm not live on Twitch though. I'm not too sure what the problem there is. Eh, it's fine. Just don't worry about it. We'll figure that out another time. Let me just pull up my chat here. Come on, just connect. And am I not logged in? Yeah, I don't. I have the YouTube thing open right now, and I don't know why I'm not live on Twitch. I must have done something to OBS whenever I was messing around with it by accident. Like, whoops. I want to open this. And the chat's still open. Everything. Put that there. Fantastic. No, close this. Thank you. Actually, no, I need to be live on Twitch. It's how I actually make the VODs. 1 second. Okay. Now I should be live on Twitch. I think. Am I still not? Really? Oh no, there we go. Fantastic. We did it. It's just 1,000 times easier if I just stream to Twitch at the same time, just because of the way I kind of edit the videos on YouTube. I do it on just like the built-in Twitch whatever. But it's fine. Everything's working. A-okay. And also tell me if my audio is okay as well. That's also very important, which is sometimes hard to check up on. There's so many, delete all these notifications. I don't care about this anymore. So hello everybody, my name is Anthony. Welcome back to Let's Play HOI4 as the German Empire. So the World War II kind of ended. We beat the Soviets, we beat the French. We also beat like the Czechs and the Romanians, and all the other people just joined the communists, and I don't really know why they did. But we left the Allies. We formed our own league. It has a bunch of members actually. Most of the Baltics joined in the league, which is good. I did give these guys their territory back, or I gave them this territory, but I don't know if I'm going to stop occupying it. I really don't know how it works. Return territory, like I'm not too sure. It might just transfer back to them at the end of the month. We'll see. Well, I mean, I'm not really promoting Twitch. I would actually prefer people watch on YouTube. It's just uploading VODs from Twitch to YouTube is just 1,000 times easier than doing it on YouTube, which is a pain in the ass. But like I said, I would kind of prefer people watch on YouTube. But I have a bunch of troops right now that are in Russia. They're in kind of just everywhere. And I kind of have to I have to get everything sorted out properly. Because this is now not considered occupied territory, so we don't need these garrison units right now. Which is one. Are you the garrison army? Okay, you're not actually needed anymore. But I don't know what else to do with you at the moment, because most of these guys are just bad. So we're gonna have them just garrison like this part of Germany. It's fine. And just delete everything else. Yeah, just like garrison here. It's fine. So we have the Yellow Army, which is you. You are kind of preparing for an attack, ready for Austria. Yeah, most of these guys are just kind of in like awkward spots. So where are you going? You're going up here. So Finland is part of our league. They're part of our faction, which is good. So the Green Army is kind of okay where it is. you guys, because Yugoslavia is part of our faction, I think they're a puppet of ours, we might actually wait a little bit of time so that either more people join our faction, more people or people will leave Italy's faction, because Poland right now, or maybe not Poland, who's allied to Austria right now? Is it just these guys? Well, most of them are actually fascist, which is not great. Poland might leave the Austrian or Italians because they're not fascist, which has some way on how the AI prioritizes being in alliances, basically. So Poland might leave, but because Hungary and these guys are both fascist, they're probably not going to leave. So to get some troops in Yugoslavia. Who are you? Are you part of this army? You guys, well, actually are going to frontline. No, not against Lithuania, because Lithuania right now is a pretty much our friend. Because they're not actively against us. So you guys can go here. Green is still, I think, fine. Purple doesn't have much of a plan right now, so you're actually going to frontline in... Delete this. You're going to frontline in Ukraine. Against the Polish. We have this blue army, which I don't know, because Turkey, are you part of a faction? I don't remember. No, you're not part of any faction, which is good. So they can maybe help us in the future. Chances are they're not. And then we have you. You are our Panzer divisions we actually never really got to use. The blue army right now, I'm probably going to have you frontline, like, right here in the Hungary. I don't know how exactly you're going to get there. Did the game crash? Oh, okay, it didn't. Fantastic. Okay, no, just giving people the territory I wanted them to have. Wonderful. So yes, we gave this territory to Finland. We made Ukraine pretty large. Georgia and Azerbaijan are also pretty okay. They don't have any troops, and I don't know when they're going to get troops. But we shall see. So who do we want to focus on first? Probably not the Allies. UK has actually generated the most world tension, which is surprising. I'm guessing because they were the leader of the Allies at the end of the war. They got all the aggressive expansion or the world tension. So for the most part, people are actually pretty okay with us, which is fine by me. The United States joined the Allies. That's a little bit annoying, but it's fine for us. I don't know if the United States is going to have anything that declares war on us. Like, that would be awkward. No division basic training. We have exiled divisions. No, they're getting home eventually, so that's fine. For right now, actually, the blue army... No, you're 46. So if I try to make you frontline, you're actually going to lose supplies. So you guys are actually going to frontline the entirety of this, like, French border here. And, what's fine, AI is doing shit. It doesn't really matter to us right now. And I want to probably, like, an offensive line. Like, not too far. Like, we already control Paris, which is pretty alright. Actually, we'll push our way, like, to Bordeaux. Like that. Because, once again, Spain is our ally. Portugal did not choose a side. Italy is our adversary, and they actually are quite powerful, which kind of sucks. But really, it's like, I want to attack the Austrians, because we need Austria to actually complete the, our objective of forming the HRE. Well, this is actually, okay, so it's not really exactly an alternate universe. It is... We just fought a major war against the Soviets and the French. And now we're kind of dealing with the post-war situation, which is just going to lead to basically World War II Part 2. And that's fine by me. Are you part of the Allies? You are, which is actually really annoying. Because right now I have to kind of balance... Well, that's not great for us. But I kind of have to balance this Italian faction and the British faction against us. Because we are going to go to war with both of them eventually. Actually... Do we need Luxembourg? I think we do, which is going to put us in direct confrontation with the Allies. Because other than that, we could have theoretically ignored... Yeah, we do need Luxembourg. If we had Luxembourg before, we could have actually just ignored the entirety of the Allies and just focused on Italy. But I do have a feeling that if we attack anybody, the Allies are going to attack us regardless, so... It's difficult to say. Like, Japan's in their own faction, they're not going to do anything to help us. And they might not ever even get engaged in any conflict. Russia hates us, and we hate them. But they definitely do, they do not like us at all. Non-aligned, it's a major nation. And that's only -8 for a reason to join our faction. Because they're not aligned, they actually don't want to do anything. Lithuania is close. Like, very close. Not aligned, neither neutral foreign policy, base reluctance. If we could threaten Lithuania more, I believe that they would join our faction. And maybe when more German troops move into our actual territory, it'd be pretty alright. Like, we have a lot of puppet states. I believe so. I don't know which one states puppets. Yeah, we have a bunch of puppet states. I mean, there are a handful of countries that are not puppets that are actually in our league, which is pretty alright. So, 2.7 million manpower. We're not training anybody. We have a stupid amount of guns from production, foreign equipment. So, we probably just want to train a bunch of infantry divisions. 24, 48. Let's get 72. That's enough for 3 armies? No, not for... Yeah, 3 armies. And because it's just because we have so much rifles just available. I know we need, like, motorized and stuff for these guys as well. Only 20, a little bit of anti-tank, and a little bit of artillery, which really is not that much, all things considered. Like, they already have most of their... They have 94% of their material already, so that's good. And we'll just basically use them as just... kind of just like throwing men at the battlefield whenever we need to in the future. And I feel like that's an okay way to go. You know, just throw them against Italy, throw them against the Hungarians, the Polish, the whoever. Because I'm pretty sure the AI never demobilizes, ever. So it's not like they're ever going to make less men than they have now. I mean, the Allies are actually probably the weaker of the two factions. Belgium, you know, has maybe like 15 brigades. The British only have like 60. And they were just in the biggest war ever. But Britain didn't do anything. So they're pretty weak. And I feel like if we were going to attack anybody... I want to say we would attack the Allies first. But that means we have to deal with the United States. Because they're definitely considered a major power. Country list. Who are the major countries right now? China. Germany, Italy, Russia, Japan, Tanatuva, because they're technically leader of the Comintern by themselves. Good work there. I still like there's 2 Chinas. I wonder if that's ever going to solve itself. Maybe eventually, but who knows. So we have free military factories. So we need more motorized. We need more artillery. Like, we need a lot of motorized, actually. How many factories do we have? Oh, like, we have a decent amount. So throw like a few more here. More on light tanks when we need them. We're not researching anything either. So what can we do? It's 1941. It's almost 1942. So even though these are 31% penalty, they're still actually researching relatively quickly. But I think I'd rather wait until at least December to get any of the stuff in 1942 started. Military police... I don't think we even have any signal company stuff like that. Maybe we want them, but I don't know if it's really that important. Most of these planes until 1944, which doesn't really help us. Let's get some decryption. And it looks like Italy's just against Yugoslavia, which is bad for us because Yugoslavia's in our factions. We do need to worry about that. If anything, I might actually pull these guys out of Yugoslavia and throw them on the front line in here. Mostly because if war breaks out with Italy over the justification that they're doing right now, Yugoslavia is dead. We're not going to be able to save them. And I'm pretty sure Yugoslavia, they have no troops. They have a decent amount of factories. But they don't have a lot of manpower, and I don't even know if they have that many good resources. That's not... What's... You. Yeah, like, they don't really have too much for us. I mean, they have good stuff out here, but it's really not super important. And does importing stuff from your satellites help you, or does it make things worse? Or not worse, but like, do you get a benefit from importing from trade partners? Like, buy 50, we get 1. Okay. So for 1 civilian factory. Okay. Oh, so I can basically just trade and get everything from my satellite states. Oh, that's nice. We won't get as much as we need from Azerbaijan as I would like. But basically, 1 factory gets us all the stuff we need, which is actually pretty good. I did not know that was the case. And that should get us just enough oil. Rubber. Is there anybody who's my puppet that I can trade with easily? No. If there's a war between us and the Allies right now, the Dutch would be neutral. So I want to buy as much as I can from them. Fantastic. So basically, I can just get all the resources from our satellite states basically for free, which is pretty good. I can't attack Austria right now because Austria will join a faction. Whether or not they join the Italians or they join the Allies, I don't know. But they will join a faction. I would lean maybe more towards the, maybe they would join the Italians because they're right there, but I don't think the AI even takes that into consideration at all. Industrial research time, electronics. Yeah, I mean, most of the stuff we were already pretty much good on. No national focus set. Infrastructure and construction speed. The West Wall we don't even need. And actually, I think we do want to kind of start getting our way towards nukes. I don't know how, When does the next level of nukes actually become available? 1943, so we're still a little bit off from that. We haven't actually finished researching the stage 1. It's going to take another 40 days. Which is not too long. But it's, you know, it is still a bit of a wait. Apparently, also, we still need more oil. And there's nobody else I'm set. Okay, no. Ecuador, Poland. Poland is 2, but that's not worth the time. Venezuela, I'm pretty sure will not be joining a faction, so we can ally them. If anything, once again, they would probably join the Italians because they're both fascist. Can I see how close you are to getting your fabrication? It's completed on May 1st, 1942. So we have a few months. Once again, assuming that Italy actually uses the... oh, I still have the TD bug. I need to turn that off. Because I was giving these territories to the countries, which I could not do, you know, through standard game means. So your offensive line is basically just to take here. Your front line also needs to be a bit longer, like that. You're not happy, though. What's wrong with you? Still preparing an opposition. Okay, that's fine. That's not really anything I need to concern myself with. You guys seem fine. You guys seem A-okay. You guys don't have a plan, and right now your plan is big. I mean, you have a very big front line. And I would like to... I mean, it's also, like, entirely mountains here, which sucks. And you're not confident... because of the large river crossing. Your first objective is basically just take to the river. Purple, your first objective. These guys are actually taking attrition, and we're not even at war. Your first objective is basically going to, once again... Nope, I want this province. Thank you. Is just push to that river. Like that. There we go. I feel like that's a pretty good stage 1. Hello, Despacito 99. I feel like... I mean... Antio, where are you? You don't have a battle plan right now. Your offensive line is basically just take Budapest and... the major Hungarian cities. And we can improve our anti-tank weapons, so we'll do that right away. Resource slot available. Okay, November 26th, I feel like now 166 days. I feel like waiting the extra month is not worth the wait. Yes, right now I am Germany. There's actually a lot of Italians on our border. It's funny, even though there's that many Italians, my general does not consider them to be a major threat. And I don't know where these Estonians are going. Estonia is in our faction, which is good to know. Italy is basically really cut off from the rest of their faction. And I would like to get troops over to the Caucasus. Because right now I feel like they're a little bit exposed. Maybe would be the right word for it. Do you have troops? You still don't. You have no manpower? How do you have 968 men? Ukraine, are you okay? I don't think so. Finland at least has divisions, but they have no manpower. You guys also have no manpower, but you do have divisions, and that's good. I feel like most of my satellites are not... like, can I just give them equipment? Like, are they training troops? Like, Spain, I don't know what you're doing. At all. It's a weird situation. We'll see. I could probably justify Gorgol on them 125 days. I don't have the political power to do it. But I do think just waiting at least... Do I wait for Italy to declare war? Or do I declare war on them first? I would like to wait until these guys are all ready to at least deploy. Because I think most of them are getting most... Okay, they don't have enough motorized equipment, and that's kind of understandable. We do have a bunch of... Like, do you have motorized in you? What are you? No, you just have a bunch of random assault guns and stuff. And you're not big armies. I mean, it is 46 divisions that make us look bigger than we actually are. Because right now, it says we have 219 divisions, but 46 of those are just these guys. Just kind of hanging out. Which is not as impressive as it sounds. How much does Austria have? Like, not a lot. I would like to annex Austria. But I don't really know... I just don't know the best way to play this right now. Because I think Austria would... I just don't know which faction they would join. If I knew a faction they would join, would definitely change the way I want to engage this. How many more guns do we still have? We still have 23,000 rifles left over. I could just create a new infantry division and just have like no motorized troops. Manpower. Which one of you has motorized? Because we have one. It's just you. It's just a field hospital. So if we just get rid of the field hospital here. Okay, division designer. Don't edit. I want to create new. Because I've done this like 1,000 times where I screwed this up. So infantry. Infantry. Just make a bunch of infantry divisions, not artillery. Basically, I just don't want to use any motorized because I don't have a lot of it. So I can train some troops that don't use it. And I feel like that would be good. Support equipment, you don't. Fantastic. Engineering company, you don't. The support artillery doesn't as well. So this is... Division 2. Doesn't really matter. They can be named Marine divisions. It's fine. And do we have other models? Generic. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. And yeah, I think that's fine. Save that, and then we'll also train a bunch of you. Can I make a better symbol for you? Oh, you could be sharks. Fantastic. And I want to train a bunch of you. Maybe like another 72. We can train at most 1.4. Oh, we're training a lot of men, huh? Okay, well, that's fine. 24, 48. It's 72, so I might as well only make 48 divisions then. To at least make, you know, 2 armies. Don't have manpower to equip and train 16 of the divisions. I still need a lot of guns, huh? Well, that's fine. What am I missing? Am I not making the rocket artillery? I thought I was, but apparently I was not. So make a bunch of these. Like, just make slightly less tanks for now. And just make a handful of rocket artillery. Thank you. So we completed level 1 of our, that's just a 2% research penalty, discount, which isn't much. But we do have, you know, the first stages of nuclear weapons. I mean, it is still like, you know, it's only 1942, so we're still like 3 years ahead on actually, dismantle the Magneon line. What does that get us? Just forts. Civilian factory use. Really, I don't even think that's really worthwhile, is it? Weak stability. I mean, it's at 100% stability and 100% war support, so I feel like we're pretty much A-okay on that front. I don't need to worry there. I do think we need more troops against the British. We need more troops, I think, against the Italians. It's amazing to me, though, that the British send troops to Europe after the war. It takes until after the war for them to really start thinking, hey, we should actually commit troops. It's like, thanks, Britain. Resistance to occupation. Do I have to save and reload for this to be fixed? I might have to. I'm going to save and reload the game. Just in case, for some reason, they don't actually control the territory. And see if that's fixed it. Well, I think it did. Resistance strength 6%. Yeah, no, there we go. I'd had to save and reload. Everything's fixed. National focus is coal liquidation. Naval rearmament. Wow, we don't really need any of this stuff. Is there anything else we can actually really even do? Like, I feel like we're pretty close to running out this tree. I will like to get the 50% discount to nuclear weapons. Seems pretty good. It means we can actually maybe start researching things, the nukes, relatively soon. I know it's 1943. So 550 days. That'd be cut in half. So like 250 days, which is still a while, but it's also going to take 70 days, which is probably going to greatly reduce the price of the research. Yeah, Finland's pretty strong. You know, they've got a lot of territory, even though they actually did not join the war. And I like how there's still Italians up here because they don't have the morale to actually leave. Does this mean, okay, so they're actually feeling less threatened towards us. So if I just put guys, I don't know if this actually works, but if I just put guys on the Lithuanian border, does that change the way the threat level works? Because I really don't know. Nah, it's still 231. I don't think it actually is going to make a difference. Whether or not we actually have troops on our border. Because I would like Lithuania to join us because, you know, it'd make one nice contiguous league. Like you know, like the Italians have over here in Eastern Europe. Also, we got the new tank. Fantastic. And also, we have like 500 army experience. So we can definitely increase this guy a little bit. So you're the Leopard 3. So I want to increase you. Main guns, armor, reliability, engine. Yeah, basically just make the Leopard A. And just make a bunch of them. Thank you. And, of course, we now need even more oil. We can get that from Azerbaijan. And the tungsten we can get from Yugoslavia. Fantastic. So, you know, once again, we're kind of hoping that Lithuania or Yugoslavia does not just get steamrolled by the Italians. There are a handful of Estonian troops there. Good work. Thanks, Estonia. It's not going to be enough to defend Yugoslavia, obviously, because there's 4 of them against probably the entire army of the Italians, which is quite a bit. Apparently, we need more tungsten still. Okay, we'll get it not from British Malaysia. Portugal, I think, could be relatively neutral in a conflict, so let's get it from Portugal. Even though I'm pretty sure they have a tendency to probably want to ally with the British. We'll try to make sure that they, you know, that they don't. Is this actually the best light tank we can get? Is just this one? I guess so. Heavy. The Panzer, the E50, which I think is like the modern, more like a modern battle tank. So if it's only going to take 52 days to research this tank, let's do it. Because I have a lot of light tanks in my army right now. Oh, excuse me. Like right now, I have 5 medium divisions, but I have 27 light. I thought I was training more heavy, but I think I might have canceled that when we were running low on manpower. So maybe I should actually start training some more medium tanks. Yeah, so let's just do that. Let's just have, like, you know, maybe a handful, and they can just kind of deploy here. And I think I have a decent amount of manpower. We have 121 political power, which I'm pretty sure, like, isn't super, super useful. Once again, stability is already at max, so anything that affects that really doesn't matter. If stability goes up... Are you increasing or are you just consistent? No, it's actually still turning down. Or ticking down, which is good. That doesn't help us. Maybe this will do something? Well, let's do it. We have the points to do it. So I think that means we can now just build more stuff. And actually, we probably should. We have a bunch of factories being used to repair stuff, which isn't, like, super important. And actually, we're actually repairing the stuff in our allies' territory. Which, once again, I'm not too sure who actually controls it, based on the way that I've kind of tinkered with everything, but we'll see. And if that's the case, I mean, I think we just want to build even more military factories. Once again, preferably in places that probably will not be taken by the enemy. If we can help it. I can also build stuff in my allies' territory, which wouldn't even be a bad idea. Actually, that's probably where we're actually repairing the stuff, too. Okay, I think the game still thinks we own it. Like, I'm a bit confused about how this is all working out. Yeah, but if we can just kind of... Look at this. 2 out of 12. We can build so many building slots here. And I'm just, like, not utilizing them properly. So, yeah. Throw all this to the top. Except for this one that was already being built. So throw that at the top as well. And just build German factories instead of having to rely on repairing a bunch of stuff that we don't really need. Korea joins the West Pacific Treaty Organization. Okay, so you're now part of Japan's alliance. That's fine. I'm not really too concerned about that. I'm more concerned... Well, what am I concerned about, really? Like, right now, the Allies have a good foothold on Asia. They also have a pretty decent foothold on Europe, or on Africa. If I can somehow get a way for the British and the Italians to fight each other, and then I'd have to pick a side on that. But I'm not too sure how I can effectively make them engage in conflict. I also have a little bit of Africa down here, but it's not really a big concern of mine. And are you guys actually at 100% yet? Oh, we're building up we're building so many infantry. Oh no. Okay, so they've done all their equipment, and they'll be trained relatively soon. Once again, I only want one of you. I don't need to. I'm going to collapse this list because it does not need to be open right now. This is too long. Collapse this list. Only one. Collapse this list. Only one. Collapse the list. Thank you. Once again, I think I still need the mod that gives me more NATO counters, because right now I don't like how we have NATO counters and then like a picture of a shark and a beetle. Kind of doesn't work so well with the aesthetics of the entire thing, but it's fine for now. How many troops does Turkey have? He's a decent amount. Once again, more than we have in these territories. Like, Azerbaijan has a lot of oil. Like 98, 21, like 100. That's pretty good. I'm trying to form right now the Holy Roman Empire. And it says right here we only need to control. We don't need to annex. It's just control, which it means that if we're at war with the Allies and the Italians, if we just occupy the territory, we can still form it. I'm pretty sure, unless one of the requirements was at peace, which might be the case. Actually, no, it doesn't. It does not even say we need to be at peace. We just need to control. We just need to control them. Control Dutch states, all Belgian states. Yeah, so really, war is good. So Italy, how close are you to being done this justification? May 1st. So a few months from now, and we'll see if Italy does declare war. Because I'm hoping if Italy declares war on us, the Allies will stay out of it. Because I don't think the British have a casus belli against us. Why do we have a claim on Gabon? I have no idea. Well, we can actually do that in 65 days. Why do we have a claim here? I don't know where we have that, actually. Maybe it's because of old German colonial claims, but then we should have claims on, like, here and here, but we don't. So I'm not too sure where that's coming from. 98 days. Oh, no, not give us the research on this, the bonus. Apparently not, which is disappointing. Build rocket sites, jet engines. We might, if it's going to take 98 days, we might as well get the experimental rockets. I don't know if it really makes a big difference. Like, I actually don't know if rockets are actually that good. So do we have a good general? A 6-2-4-2. He's pretty good on attack, which is important. Most of our generals are already being occupied doing other stuff. So we can throw you, we can have you. And can I do anything with you? No, I cannot. I need a nice color. We'll go with, how about like, this like weird kind of bluish. We'll throw you here. And I can actually throw you under this guy. Then I can shrink your front line to like that, and then I can make your front line here. And I think that works out pretty okay. So to span that front line, not front line, offensive line. Offensive line here into Lake Nice. That seems good to me. And then your objective is going to be offensive line and take Lake Milan. And maybe try to take Lake Venice and close the border here. That's your plan for now. I should do the Pax Britannica mod. There are a few mods which I feel like I probably should try at some point. Hungary gets an opinion bonus, but that doesn't do anything for us. Romania doesn't even exist. But once again, Westwall doesn't help us at all. I don't really use the synthetic stuff, so we might as well get the infrastructure bonus. But once again, I'm not really building infrastructure either. So most of the stuff doesn't really seem like it's super worthwhile, but once again, we need even more oil. Who can I get oil from? Peru! I see a lot of oil is already being taken up by people, which is shitty. And we got the upgraded Panzer tanks, upgraded medium tanks, so let's get those guys on the line. 1943. I'm not going to use heavy tanks like at all, so I'm not even going to concern myself with that. How did I get Paul von Lettersbach? Who is that? This guy? Are you? I don't know which one that is. Oh, this guy. It was through a makeshift barrage guerrilla fighter. I think you have to make sure. I think Hitler has to get the pose, and that's like the first step, and then I think you can recruit him. It's something like that. You have to watch the earlier episodes in the series when I. It's by an event though. It's by a certain decision, but I think you have to overthrow Hitler first. My Panzer tanks are just kind of sitting up here. Oh yeah, I was supposed to research something. Probably just more air doctrine stuff. Naval mission efficiency does not matter. Tactical bombers, air superiority sounds like that could be useful. And what are my planes actually doing right now? Absolutely nothing important. Okay. I mean, the planes are still assigned to the armies. And I don't know why. Yeah, you guys go support these guys. And hopefully you're going to, like, kind of move around. You can actually go and help this person. And then I believe the planes will eventually, they'll sort their shit out. In good time. But we do need more men to actually finish training. How close are they to finish? Not enough equipment to train. Really? Oh, they need anti-tank weapons. And we don't have any anti-tank weapons. How many do we need? We need 3.6 thousand. Oh, that's quite a bit. How much are we making right now? 1 a day. Well, in that case, I'm just going to deploy them. Guess there'll be 48. You have a bunch of stats. And then you also have a bunch of stats. Where are you? Of course, once again, I don't want these colors because they've already been used. So let's go for a like a deep whatever color this is, sure. Yeah, that's fine. And then you can have a no, I want to give you a different color. You can be a like a pink. Like there. That's fine. Most of you actually can't support more armies, but I think that's okay. So we're going to frontline you to like the bottom half of France, and the yellow army, we're going to change that to just kind of focus up here. And then we're going to have to basically change our plans. So delete this plan, yellow army. Your plan is basically to push here. Pink army, or it's kind of like a peach, but your job is basically going to push up here. And then you, actually, we need to put you under a new... Oh, I put you under someone wrong. Put him back in charge, thank you. But we actually need to make a new field marshal. But I don't think I have anymore, do I? Who's someone who has, like, no actual stats? Well, let's promote you. Now I want to put you under a new army. And you can be led by this guy that we just made. And he can have offensive doctrine, because offensive doctrine is pretty good. Organization first, charismatic. Yeah, sure, he can basically be everything. It's not a big concern. We can also throw you under there as well. And did I not give you a different color? Am I crazy? Yeah, I gave you like the yellow. But like a deep, like a dark yellow, like that. There we go. And I don't know where to assign you right now. Actually, I do know. I'm going to... Green Army. I'm going to change your front line to be slightly less extreme. And then I'm going to put you... here. And I'm going to, you know, front line... kind of like this. And then green doesn't need to be as extreme right now. Once again, I've lost it. There we are. I'm just going to change your plan. Because, yeah, you don't need to be over there anymore. There we go. And that should hopefully be pretty alright. Once all the troops are kind of in position. They are green, which is a little bit disappointing, but they're so close. Yeah, 98%. That just, I think, a little bit of combat will get them to where they need to be. And in fact, we can basically just exercise them when they get to where they are. And then that we just push them into regular troops. And then all of our problems will be solved. Hopefully. Like, it should be... Yeah, they're already basically leveling up right away. Even though they don't have the anti-tank weapons quite yet, they will soon. That's important. Oh no, am I dropping frames? I was for a second, but I'm not anymore. 1.6% actually is quite a bit. Oh no, when did I drop the frames? I wasn't paying attention. Okay, well you guys are good. So we can stop training you now. 1.6% is like a lot. There we go, and you've leveled up as well. So that's wonderful. I mean, what's your problem right now? Is that superior enemy is an issue? I will agree. But right now, as soon as there's a war, we're gonna have literally we're gonna have 4 armies right now attack into Poland. Which I think is quite a bit. Get these anti-tank weapons. Right now, Poland has, you know, probably 130 brigades. We're going to attack them with about 98. I believe is the number. So while it's not overwhelming, I think it is still quite a bit. Especially up here, and I think in northern Poland. I don't think we have enough troops to actually really withstand an offensive against us. Non-aggression pact? You know what? Sure, Britain. We can have a non-aggression pact. Hey, you wanna help me deal with these? I was actually gonna finish tomorrow. We'll see what the Italians do. They might declare war. They didn't. They extended CB against us the entire time. So I wonder if they're gonna do anything. Is it a cute little stream? I guess that's good. I don't know if cute would be the word I would necessarily use to describe it, but thank you, I guess. Okay, let's get infantry equipment level 3. We need a lot of that to upgrade. And we need more oil, because of course we do. You can actually never have enough oil, and we'll get that from the Iranians. And most of the levels, 1943, 307 days. Okay, that actually is quite a bit. 231 days, base cost 500, and that's still a year, 130%. Or would it be better to save that until you? I think it, okay, no, I think it would be better to wait the year till 1943, research the nuclear reactors, and then start the actual bomb, like, right away. Because even if we research the nuclear reactors now, I think there's just too big of a time difference before we can even start researching this. Oh, Japan's actually declared war? They've declared war on the Allies. Interesting. Okay. We'll see if you actually call in your allies. You have 69 division. Are you probably like 70? I mean, not a lot. You have 3? Okay, well, they're going to actually just collapse like right away. There's no way they can actually withstand any kind of offensive with 3 divisions. I don't know how you have 3. That's insanity to me. But it does look like people are starting to, well, there's another war going on. The British have joined. Not the entirety. Actually, no, the entirety of the Allies have joined. Well, you haven't. And you're actually part of the Allies. And India and Malaysia also did not. I'm not going to give you any kind of military movement through my country. Sorry about that. Heavy aircraft, medium aircraft. I think fighter... ships I basically don't use. And once again, I think here there's nothing that I really want. I mean, maybe just trade opinions, because I really don't know where else to spend the points. Unassigned divisions. Okay, are you the new... Yeah, you're the new Shark Army. Do you have a general? 1, 2. Like, these guys aren't very good right now. But we'll throw you under here. You can be a bright orange. Kind of like that, I guess. Russia is not aligned right now, no. They have no allegiance to anybody. Because I think I was supposed to puppet them, but then I don't think I actually did. I think I just regime changed them instead of puppeting them. Available planes and reserves? Okay. Oh, I have a lot of planes and reserves. Why do I have so many planes and reserves? That's quite a bit. There we go. I mean, that's way too many planes for here. Actually, no, it's not. It's fine. And I want to assign you, I think, to this purple army. You have 504 fighters. You have 504 planes actually with you at the moment. I think actually Poland would need that more. So you guys go over there and kind of figure out whatever the hell it is you need. Actually, I'm going to throw you under here as well. So all of you guys, where can I frontline you? Oh, okay, no, you can definitely be the troops that are going to garrison there. That seems to me like a fine place for you to be. So we're still researching this industry, air doctrine, air. Maybe there's more air doctrine stuff. Oh yeah, you do get to pick the colors. Hello, May. How are you? How was work? What? Oh, I guess it is 7:20. I didn't actually know what time it was. Still 26 divisions. Is there enough for the tanks? I think I've done the math wrong, but it should be okay. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And these guys, how long until they're actually gonna walk? That's sure. Are they all walking? Are you not assigned to this front line? No, all of you get over there. How long is that going to take? Because I don't know why you wouldn't take a boat. It's going to take you 14 days to walk over there. Is there not a port? There's actually not a port here. Would it be faster to go to, like... Can I take a naval base from Venice over there? I don't know. Or would it might actually be faster to make this army down here and then just redeploy them. Which actually I think makes more sense. So delete this, delete this. You guys front line down here, and you guys front line here. Just so I think that makes things slightly faster. And go up to this lake here. kind of like this nice little peach. You guys can kind of just do what I wanted you to do before, like that. There we go. It's a very nice little color. Free military factories. So what do we need? 250,000 rifle upgrades? That's quite a bit. We do need the anti-tank stuff. So if we can get that kind of going, now it'd be great. Apparently we still have some that actually damaged, which is not very good. So it's almost June. Decryption, encryption, 1942. Research time is 5%. Sounds wonderful. So let's get that. Explosion is going to help us get the nuclear bombs significantly faster. Like, what's 5% of 500? You know, it's like, what, a month, roughly? A month faster for the nukes? Seems pretty good. Align Romania. I think this one maybe just automatically completed because Romania doesn't exist. I'm not too sure. It's very weird. But we'll see. We'll see how this all plays out. Italy still hasn't declared war on us. Because I think they are scared of us as a faction. Even though most of us... most of our guys haven't actually done anything. And I would like Italy or Russia to join my faction. I don't think they're going to. They feel threatened by us. The strategic reasons to be hostile towards me. Major nation, not aligned. I think maybe we should start trying to improve relations with the Russians. Even though Russia does not basically have an army, they just have such a huge manpower pool that they could... in the future, definitely play a role. I'm surprised that they have a 100 threaten, but Lithuania has like a 1. Oh, no, they would. Lithuania's not online. It needs world. Yeah, no, it is 100% Lithuania. I don't know if you can tell. Do they really? Can they? Can online faction? No, they can join. Finland joined us. Unless it's not actually at 100%. It's at like 99.9% or something like that. And it just rounds up. Current scale, 61.5%. Changed by negative 0.5 months in January 1936. Minimum 25%. So is world tension not 100? Is it at 61? I don't know. Even though, you know, Japan's literally just declared a war. The ultimate deterrence, apparently they're also getting the nuclear bombs as well. But we shall see whatever they plan to do. I do think we need to attack Italy, though. Do we have more generals? We still do, which is surprising. We have so many. Too many generals. You can be... Do we already have a white army? Let's just have a black army. There we go. Fantastic. I don't know where I'm going to assign you right now. Oh, no, you could be... Okay, no, I know exactly where you can be. You can be on the front line here in Belgium. Because Belgium is a hostile nation. They are part of the Allies and would eventually probably attack us. And actually, I don't even think there's any Belgians in Belgium right now. Because there's no troops on the border. So it's... Apparently, these guys just capitulated to the Japanese and the Koreans. Okay. I mean, this looks absolutely terrible, but hopefully at some point they figure that one out. What are these 2 tanks as well? Throw you here. I know I did actually just get rid of a new general. Does that actually... No, you're definitely better. But I think you should be here. It's going to take you a few days to get there, but I do think you're probably going to be better for that operation in the future, whenever the hell it actually happens. So we got the experimental rockets. I don't know if we're going to actually ever really use them. But I think this 50% bonus actually applies. If I use that here, I can't use it here. So I would rather do nothing for the time being. 125 days. Is there anybody I can justify against in the Italian faction that would just be super quick? We've apparently been on aggression pact with the Polish. I think it's going to be 125 days with basically everybody. Turkey maybe, but I don't think they've actually done anything. No, 125 days against them as well. If Italy was at war, it'd be a lot simpler. So apparently you guys all have the same symbol. Well, that's boring. You can be the little waves. and green. Oh, did I not change who I was clicking on? Okay, well, you guys can be waves then, and you can be the cross. Nope, I keep messing that up. Okay, no, it's all sorted out. It took us a long time, but I did do it. And also, our boats, they actually probably need to be somewhere better. So, our ships, instead of doing wherever you're doing, we probably need to want to do it over here. No, I want to actually stop. Yeah, you guys just work over in this area. Our other boats, clear your objectives. Convoy escort. Convoy raid against the British. Because you're mostly submarines and stuff, and I feel like that's okay. And then you also a lot of destroyers. You're also going to convoy raid against the British. And then you're also going to patrol here. And I think that works out. We'll see. Not too sure. So Sweden would not want to join. Because they're not aligned. They're not aligned enough. It's a very awkward sentence to say. Is there anybody else in the world who is pretty much not aligned? Who would be like, yeah, let's join. You don't. China just turned into Yunnan. I don't know why. Would you guys actually ever... No, you're already in a faction. You're not in a faction, though. Negative 128. You know what? That's actually not too bad. I don't think we're going to get China to join us. It doesn't seem extremely likely. Now, okay, Italy's trying to do more stuff against Yugoslavia. Just do it. You had the CB before. I don't know what happened. But I don't want to just fight against Italy. I want to just fight against somebody who's not... Like, who's the smallest country here? The Greeks probably at 2. So I'm going to just fight World against them. And I don't know how... I don't know if that affects the entire faction, or if that just affects the country we did the justification against. I guess we're going to find out pretty soon. And hopefully, again, we're not trading too much with people we're going to be going to war with. Korea, I'll trade with you, because I don't really care about your war with the British. But we're soon going to be in a major war against the Italians. In like 125 days, which is still quite a bit, not until November. So we have 3 more unassigned here, so you guys go. Let's kind of keep going to this army. Apparently I do have a CB against the Russians. I don't know why I do, but I do. Do I have a reason to... No, if I declare war on Russia, they're absolutely going to join a faction against me. But once again, I don't know which. I mean, Russia would be a pushover. They have like 15 divisions. We can easily just steamroll them. But I don't think it's in our best interest. Like, I want them on side. I'd prefer them helping us than them being against us. Did I generate more world tension? I did, but once again, it's still not 100%, so I'm not too sure. I'm guessing they're just never going to join, which is actually really annoying. I don't know why they won't. Isn't why we fight the one where they actually can make their own factions? It's not a mess. This is Europe. This is the future. You may not like it. You're also going to deploy here. So let's go to speed 5, because I think I have no reason not to. I'm just hoping we don't end up in a kind of like 2-front situation where we're having to attack the British and the Italians at the same time. I think right now we're in a situation where we're not going to have to. I hope. Because I don't want to be in the same situation where I was last time, where the Czechs just kind of caught me off guard and almost took Berlin. Like, they were very, very close. It was very close to bad things happening. Hello, Dratters 43. They just keep deploying. Do we actually have... We're training 11 more. Do I need 11 more? I only need 6 more, actually. So those... I think. Yeah, I only need 6 more. And what's wrong with you? You don't have enough rocket artillery. But we're making that actually relatively quickly, so that is good. And right now, it actually looks like we can just steamroll our way through France. And that wouldn't be too much of a problem. The Spanish do have 5 divisions. That's pretty okay. Are you actually getting more communist? You are. That's not helping me. You're a puppet of ours. Look at that. Look, it's a beautiful Ukraine. Don't worry about it. So it's the world's greatest Ukraine. I'm going to... What do I need right now? A bit of everything. Well, I think medium tanks, artillery, anti-tank weapons. We actually still need a lot of. So anti-tank, anti-tank. There we go. Just build a ton of those, because we need like 3,000, which is quite a bit. Lithuania, join me. They might join maybe in a war. But once again, I'm not like too sure exactly how the math works out there. It's all very odd. And what are all these tanks? Are these tanks ever going to deploy anytime soon? Not enough resources. Let me just... What do we need? More tungsten. Why can we not just... You know what, Russia? Let's trade with you. Because I think I have the guy that makes you... You know, you actually like us. That's good. Plus 12. Non-aggression pact would be okay. They still don't want to join the faction, but let's improve relations even more. Same ruling party. I think actually it's at plus 100, so I don't think it's going to go up anymore. They're mad that we still signed the anti-Soviet thing, but they're not even Soviets anymore, so I don't know why they really care. And you are going to deploy relatively soon as well, because I think we're making about 2 rocket artillery a day. So we're almost at what we need. And I still like to attack Austria, but I don't know. 240 days is quite a bit. Mostly because I think we're just fighting against the aligned Hungary. So do you actually like us? Plus 30, but you're never ever going to help us. Ever. Westwall, once again, I don't think we need any of these things. I think we're pretty much good on naval rearmament. I don't need all that. We're basically good on. So where's the are they down here? Yeah, no, there they are. Continuous focus, dockyard output, fighters, construction, army training, division. Man, minus 25% is actually quite a bit. Faction research, construction, repair, resistance. Is there more? Or no, it's just got to scroll for no good reason. I don't understand why. I guess just technology sharing? Because none of the other ones really seem like they're useful. So I guess we'll do that. And I think it costs us like a base. Yeah, like 1 point a day, but it's not really that big of a deal. And is it just a improved computing, Mauser? And that's 1943 stuff. It's 245 days. It's still pretty expensive. Like, you would research on 155 days, which isn't bad. Actually, no, I can't save it, can I? I can't save the 50% for the nuke. I forgot about that. So I think we might as well use it now. I probably should have used it earlier, because I, for some reason, thought I could save it, but I can't save it. You have to spend it right away. That was just my own fault, because I'm stupid. I should have thought about that through a little bit more. But I think that should be most of those guys deployed. I'm actually going to, like, can I just, like, not have them deploy anywhere? I don't know. 50. Okay, so number 4. So we're getting there. Yeah, hopefully we will have nukes in a few years. We're definitely going to need nukes if we're going to have to attack the allies, because we're going to need to... Lithuania wants to join the faction against the Russians. Oh, really, once again, it's like, I want to say yes. Well, Russia can't actually really even get to Lithuania. I don't really know what their plan is. Okay, we have the defense guarantee. You know what? You can join our faction, because why not? I don't, like... Finland, you have troops on the border. Once again, Russia's pretty weak. They only have, like, 20 divisions. That's not a huge concern of mine. But I'm just, like... Are they going to join a faction? I don't know. Because now I need to, like, deploy these troops... against the Russians. In this like awkward way, because I just want to make sure that they don't do anything too fishy. If I can puppet Russia in this war, that would be fantastic. I guess we'll kind of keep going down this tree, even though I don't like the naval bombing. Are the Russians not aligned, or did you puppet them? I tried to puppet them, but the only option I saw in the menu was change government. So I changed the government, but I didn't actually puppet them. I don't understand. You have half of France, but you don't have the Benelux, so you probably bang your head to the Magna line. If you do the events, the certain policy tree or the decision tree to get Victoria on the throne, it gives a unique thing. A unique is it a unique decision, or is it in this tree? I'm not too sure. Actually, it might be in the tree. Yeah, here it is. Bypass the Magna line by the south, which gives you the CB to attack Switzerland instead of attacking through Benelux. I don't actually know how you say it. Benelux. It was a weird situation. But because we were part of the Allies, I couldn't really attack them. No, I see. It's weird because I was able to puppet like a handful of other countries. Like Spain's my puppet. These guys down here are all my puppets, but I couldn't puppet Russia, and I don't exactly know why. And I'm surprised that they're actually not. You guys go straight to Moscow. What's your national unity right now? You're a major power, 20%. Oh, you actually aren't even in the war. I thought you guys were in the war automatically, but I guess not. You will not accept? Yeah, I know you have a dangerous border. That's why I'm calling into the war. Also, apparently you're still actually a puppet of ours, but apparently you're back in charge, even though I thought we would have gotten rid of you, but okay, sure. Poland wants in division. No, that's fine. I don't need you guys. Sure, you guys can join the war as well. That's cool. We need more tungsten, so I guess we'll get that from the U.S. because I don't think we're going to be at war with the U.S. anytime soon. Where is purple? You are here. I need to kind of like reorganize all these troops also in the field marshal tree. Yeah, no, they don't want to do it because they're scared of the Russians, which is weird because I think Poland or Finland actually they have more troops basically than the Russians do. So I'm not too concerned what their worry is, but and you can basically just attack now. I don't see a reason why you wouldn't. Oh, you're not in the war either. That would be a good reason why we're not. Okay. And really, I think Russia should capitulate pretty soon because they don't actually have a lot of victory points. Like Stalingrad's fallen for a second time. Good work, guys. Naval bombers we don't really need. Oh, what do we need? What do we need? What do we need? We still need a lot of anti-tanks. We also need a lot of medium tanks. What even is medium tanks in here? They're all the way down here. So I guess we'll just build a few more. Seems good to me. But Russia doesn't have an army. And most of their army is actually defending against the Finns, who refuse to also even join the war. Like, I'm surprised that the Russians aren't in a faction, or like they're not trying to join a faction. Maybe the Italians and the British just don't want them. Maybe because that would mean that they're more likely to get involved in a war against us, and they're all scared of us. United States against fascism, that's fine, because we're not... How many countries are fascist right now? It's just the Italians, isn't it? War Plan Black, which is weird, because they did War Plan Black, which is against us. But we're not fascist. So it's very weird how it's like we're just not aligned. Finland, join my war, you assholes. Okay, so we're researching you. We're not researching that yet. Oh, I should have been upgrading all of you. That would have made a lot of sense, actually, in the grand scheme of things. I actually was ignoring my industry research for way too long for no good reason. Indian National Congress triumphs in provincial elections. Oh, did they Oh, did that do anything? They're still a puppet of the British. I thought it would have done something, but I guess not. I mean, they're still at war. Korea and Japan are doing pretty alright. Hey, you want to have like a non-aggression pact or something? Well, Japan kind of likes us. Offer military access? Sure. There you go, Japan. You can like us a little bit more. We'll improve relations with you as well. Having Japan on side would not be bad. I don't know what that... Waffle, what does that mean? SMOC. Waffle, explain. Because I don't understand. Oh, why do we have so many military factories? I don't get it. Just build more planes. Build more everything. Not that. That's too many of that. But build more. Build more tanks. Build more artillery. Build more total artillery. Build more support equipment. Just build everything, because we need everything. I think you're just quoting what the... Oh, why are there a bunch of U.S. troops in France right now? America, what are you doing? I don't know, FDR. I don't know if I can trust you, man. This is pretty aggressive right now. I mean, I'm not concerned at all by that, but you know, you guys don't want to help me. You guys down here, you actually don't even have troops. Like, I don't know why you wanted to be involved in this conflict. You literally do not have the soldiers to fight it. And Russia's actually mobilizing pretty quickly. They actually already have like 40 divisions. And I don't even know where they got them all. Research slot available. Probably more industry stuff, which once again I've been completely ignoring this entire time because I'm stupid. Oh, the Italians are sending It's weird because Poland was actually going to give us volunteers, but apparently Italy's sending Russia volunteers. So we're in like weird situation where Poland and Italy in the same faction would actually be like supporting separate sides. Also, apparently, our supply lines are running pretty low. Once again, you're not in a faction. You're not. Finland, would you just join the war? No, they're mad about it. What army? You're the White Army. Which one are you? Because I don't know where I put you. What if I like threw a bunch of troops, Finland, on your border? Would that give you slightly more confidence in, you know, supporting me in my time of need? Would you be more likely to be like, yeah, we can do it if we actually have troops on the front line? I don't want to kick you from faction. And you're already in the faction. I don't know. Also, apparently... Oh, this... Okay, this is an issue right now. Because this front line is stupidly long. And your front line is actually, like, stupidly short. And I don't know why. There we go. Maybe balance that out a little bit. And right now I'm just kind of crossing my fingers and being like, let's hope nobody attacks us. And we don't end up at war with Italy or something, because Poland would probably just steamroll us. RCB against you, it finishes in like a month. Like half a month. We've already lost 33,000. I mean, they've lost more. But it's still quite a bit. In Russia, they don't have Vladivostok, so I don't even know if they have any major cities other than Moscow. I mean, they have a handful here. But I don't know if that really matters. Okay, you guys are actually almost done your objectives for now. Which is pretty good. All of you guys, hold position. All of you guys, hold position. Realign yourselves. Figure out where you need to be. Italy. I see you. You actually don't even have a commander, so it's good work there, but... If I can just march into Moscow, that would be pretty alright. You know, I wouldn't say no to that. So I'm going to go light aircraft, because I think that's mostly what the fighters are. But I'm not, like, too sure. I need more oil. Get it from Ukraine. Where am I streaming? I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch. I do it at the same time. Just because I can. Mostly because exporting VODs from Twitch to YouTube is like so much easier than just using the YouTube VODs. So we're about to walk into Moscow, which might give us another pop-up, which is weird because, you know, we would have already have had it, but... You know, when we did it the first time. But yeah, Finland is definitely not up for this attack. They're not involved. They don't want to be involved in this war at all. So we'll just ignore them then. Fine, Finland. I don't need you anyways. So you basically have taken most of what we need here. So you guys actually, I want you to stop, halt all attacks, realign yourself, and just kind of hold this front for now. It's mostly this like Peach Army that I kind of want to deal with, make sure it has all the it's where they need to be. That's really, they're pretty dug in, which is actually really bad for us. So I'm going to stop the defensive, hold position for now, kind of regain a little bit of your supplies back. Conversion speed bonus, actually would be pretty useful. Oh, which country? Oh, I'm in Canada. That makes sense. Deploy units. Actually, I don't want to deploy you quite yet. How long until this actually disappears? I don't know when it expires. January 3rd. Oh, that's actually like not a long time. And by January 3rd, I basically need to declare war in Italy. So it's pretty important that I can actually defeat the Russians in like 2 months. So I can actually, you know, focus my entire army on the Italians and their allies. Like there's basically no cities in the central steppe. There's like 3, but it's like not enough to really matter. Yeah, if I can attack Moscow from 2 different sides, then maybe I can do something. Because one of them's not going to be crossing a river, which is pretty important. Okay, so one of these guys is going to be taking in multiple combats penalty. We can do the same thing basically here. And we can actually maybe kick this Russian troop out. If since he's just a cavalry unit, he should disband pretty quickly, I believe. Okay, we're not going to be pushing to Moscow right now. Oh, no. Oh, no, oh, no, oh, no. I mean, our supply lines are pretty bad right now. How bad is it? 20... Oh, it's built this one guy that's cut off. That would make a lot of sense, actually. I can understand why there would be a problem there. Apparently our Panther Division has very low morale. But you don't have any armor right now. And I think our numbers do beat yours. And do we actually have air... No, we don't have any air units around here. Who? You are... Peach? Yeah, so let's get you over here and try to maybe have a little bit of air superiority where we need it. It's going to take you 4 days to walk into Moscow. But if nobody does anything, then maybe we win. Like, it's worth 50, I believe. Sometimes it's hard for me to tell. No, I just want to know how much is Moscow worth. It's worth 50, which might be like a significant amount of Russia's victory points. Well, they deployed 1 horse, but that horse has like no organization whatsoever. And I just kind of want to keep pushing here. Are you actually okay to do another attack? No, you think there's a spear enemy, which is not good for us. You are going to die. We did take Moscow. Is that enough for them to capitulate? It's enough to get down to 52%, which really is not enough. Apparently we're not getting all of our oil delivered from Azerbaijan, which is not great. Now it's almost the end of November. Oh, don't scroll up, please. Thank you. And Finland still will not join the war. I really wish they would. But thanks everybody for watching. I'm going to be ending the stream here, so tune in Friday, I believe, is going to be probably the next time we're streaming. So thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe on YouTube, follow me on Twitch, join the Discord, which should be linked. It's linked sometimes by the bot, but sometimes the bot sucks and doesn't. But it should be in the description of like some videos. Follow me on Twitter, all that good stuff, and goodbye.